Hey Randy, I thought it might be easier to do a quick video kind of breaking down your phone call. Before we get started, I just want to commend you for taking action. So many people just consume and don't take any action. So I'm super proud of you just putting yourself out there. Give yourself props for that. And what I'm about to say, we take it as constructive criticism. I just want you to improve and get better. I know you and I have worked in the past on your calls. So here we go. All right, I'm going to try to share my screen and hopefully it all works out. So I will pause as we're listening to your recording. I gotta figure this out here.
One offer.
Oh yeah. So I was just wondering what are you looking to get?
With
This call will be recorded for quality and training purposes.
hello.
Yeah, hello there. I was calling about your.
All right, so at the get-go, I wasn't sure if he was actually playing with you or if this is truly the person's voice. But we always have to remember our intro and our upfront agreement. I don't believe that you came at it. I don't know what this guy's name was. So I'm kind of flying blind here on this, but let's pretend his name was Peter. Hey Peter, this is Randy calling. How are you doing today? So I'm coming really confident. I'm acting like I know him. This is the only time in the entire phone call that you're going to assume anything in the conversation, right? So I think that would have been super helpful. All right, let's continue.
Your property on Lake Shores Avenue.
Yeah. Who am I speaking with?
This here's Randy.
So the fact that he has to ask who you are, right? That would have been totally avoided in your intro in this conversation. And then the upfront agreement, I would have done my best to try to take control. So he needs to not be the one dominating the conversation. So let's see what else happens.
I'm an investor by.
Oh, did you just use the I word? No. That I never use the investor word. Like it's always implied that I'm an investor, right? And I'm not a one man or woman. I'm not a one woman show. So me and my partners, me and my husband, however you want to verbalize it, me and my partners are looking for properties in the area. Are you thinking of selling? So, right. So you are a group. Even if you are just doing this by yourself, you are a group of investors. So it is never your fault that these offers are what they are. It's always, your boss in the background, your underwriter, whatever you want to say. But let's see what happens. So definitely do not use the investor word going forward.
Randy or Vandy?
Randy.
What's up, Randy? This is Robert.
Okay, so his name's Robert. So looking on the title, right, at the beginning, hey Robert, this is Randy calling. How are you doing today? So that would almost do a little bit of like a shock. Wait, who is this? Who's this guy? I must know him. He's gonna say, hey, how's he might say something like, who is this? And then you go into your pitch. Hey, this is Randy. My partners and I are looking to buy properties in the area. Just calling about your property on 1234 Main Street. Are you thinking of selling anytime soon? Right? So I have my pitch ready to go. It's lock and loaded and I'm controlling the conversation. So then he's going to tell me yes or no. And then I can proceed to my script, right? Because we want to find out motivation. We want to find all these things out. So let's see what happens next.
What do you want to offer?
Ooh, so we're going straight to the price. Like we got our lovely pillars: motivation, timeline, condition, price. If they're going straight to price, like this is not going to end pretty, right? So let's see what your response was.
Oh yeah. So I was just wondering what are you looking to get?
Ooh, so a good response here, right? When he says, "What is your price?" Oh, great. So you are thinking of selling. Just confirming you are thinking of selling. Before I can give you your price, I actually need to know a little bit more about your situation and about your property. I have a few questions. Should only take me, again, I'm going back to my upfront agreement. Should only take me 5 to 10 minutes of your time. Do you have 5 or 10 minutes of your time to talk about this property? And so now I'm controlling the conversation here, not him.
$1,200,000.
$1,200,000. All right.
See, we're going straight into numbers here. Like we have no clue. Is this guy like wasting my time? I want to go for the no. If he's wasting my time, this isn't a conversation I want to have, right? He's giving you 1 million too. I have no clue what this property is. I have no clue what the comps are or what the ARV or the Zestimate. If I'm looking at it, and let's say we already went down the pillars, if I'm looking at it, let's say the home is 500,000, he wants 1 million and two. This guy's yanking your chain, right? He's not being real. He's not being honest. So let's see what else happens.
Can you tell me how you got that number?
Love that question, but again, because the pillars and the rapport was not built here, there's no, you're already going to get to this like battle match with him, right?
Nope, I just dropped it from 1.4 million to 1.2 million. I figured you were a serious buyer. I figured.
So he's trying to insult you. He's feeling you out. Are you serious? Are you real? Absolutely, we're real, but we're not going to drop 1.2 million on a property that we have no clue about, right? So, I would be a little more. He's definitely coming in a little hotter. Let's see what else he says.
Give Randy a shot here.
Well, in order for me to get my underwriter to clear, I got to answer a few questions. So.
Okay, so I'm just listening at the tonality, right? So he's coming in hot and heavy, really aggressive from what he's doing. He's not thrilled to have this phone call. I get it. I don't know what list you're pulling or where this is coming from. I don't know the pain points, but I have a feeling that he's getting hammered with calls. So that's probably where the frustration and anger is coming from. It has nothing to do with you, Randy, but he's feeling you out. Are you a serious buyer, or are you just this guy that took a course like last week, and is calling him and has no intent of actually closing? So if he's up here with his frustration, his tonality, a little bit of, kickback, you need to meet him at his level, right? Because right now you're very sweet. You're definitely staying calm, which is awesome, but you're very sweet. You need to like rank it up a little bit. I've heard you play a seller. I know you got a little bit of red in there. You have fun playing the seller, but when the roles are reversed and you're the buyer, you need to bring a little bit of that redness as well, because he's feeling you out. Are you a serious buyer? Are you just here to waste my time? And I would even call it out. Hey, we are serious buyers. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. If you do want to progress, I need to get more information. So I am trying to control the conversation. He's going to respect me a lot more. Because I am being a little more assertive, right? Like if he's being a little hesitant and doesn't want to talk to you, then you need to be a little bit more like pushy and try to get in there. He's going to respect that. But what else was I going to say? Oh, another tip is, because it's not in my nature to be read unless someone really, really gets to me, I tend to stand up when I'm talking. It just gives you more authority. Your body's going to feel it. So try that next time if you get a red seller.
That's why.
Well, before you ask the questions, why don't we set up a time for you to physically see the property first and have all your questions prepared so that we can talk face to face.
Sure. Yeah, I get how that would make sense to you, but I don't go looking at.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
Ooh, so he's full on like pretty much screaming on the phone, right? So you need to take back the reins again. He's seeing if he can intimidate you, get nasty, and get off the phone. So a really good thing to say is that, you know what, we schedule our walkthroughs with our contractor, and as you can imagine, we're working with several property owners right now. We do have to book that in the future. However, we're not going to do that unless this is a good fit for us. So again, going back to our upfront agreement, if this is a good fit for us or not, right? This is why we have our pre-screening questions. So had you presented the upfront agreement at the beginning, it would have maybe calmed him down a little bit and set the tone for the conversation. Hey, I'm here to ask you questions right now. I'm not here to drop everything and go walk your property, because that's just not realistic.
The only way I will move forward with you, and I'm available Monday.
So the only way you're going to move forward with us, I would actually call him out on that. Okay, great. So just to clarify, are you truly trying to sell this property, or are you just hoping for your price and whenever someone comes to it, that's it? What's the reality here? Because we only want to work with serious sellers as well. So I would, he's trying to give you some kickback, you throw it back at him. He's going to hopefully soften up a little bit, but he's going to respect you a lot more. He is full on red mode right now.
9 a.m. at the property, or or Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning at the property.
So
Your
what do you
call.
got going on with it?
I'm ready to go to market.
Okay, so he's telling you he's ready. Oh, so you are working with an agent. Your plan is to list it on market. Is that right? I would call him out on whatever he's throwing at me. I'm going to pick it up and throw it back at him. Cool. Do you need a referral to an agent, or do you already have an agent that you're going to be working with? And I would highly suggest that you squad up with some agents in your market, or whatever market this is. I'm not really sure where you're calling, but squad up with them, because you might be able to get, even if this isn't a deal for you, if it's a retail listing, you can connect them to your agents and get a little bit of a kickback, a marketing fee or something. So I would call them out on that. Okay, great. So when is it going on market? Do you already have an agent that you're working with, or do you need a referral? Because we work with some amazing agents that can help you get this property sold. So you're calling his bluff. Whatever he's throwing at you, I'm not desperate for this deal, right? Like, there's a ton of people out there that we can be helping right now. I just want to go for the no as quickly as humanly possible. And I don't want to waste my time. If this person doesn't want to work with me, cool, not a big deal. No skin off my back, right? Like, we're going to find another person that truly needs our help, and this might not be the guy, and that's okay.
I'm waiting on you.
Ready to go to the market. Okay. So, yeah, what I'm looking at, I'm not seeing.
Monday or Tuesday. Say, what do you want?
Well, like I said, I don't go looking at it until we get it under contract, or otherwise that's all I'd be doing.
Okay. Yeah, well then we're not going to be able to do business together.
Well, I operate.
But I appreciate the call, Randy.
Not out of scarcity, and I don't have to buy your property, so if that's the way you want to leave it.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll leave it.
Okay, so it sounds like he maybe hung up on you. I'm not really sure. I think that was the end of the conversation. So yeah, I mean, I would just hammer him a little bit more and just ask him, like, what's going on? You're serious about selling this? Like, how quickly are you wanting to sell? Like, what's going on? It sounds like you've had it, so 1.4 and you came down to 1.2, so it sounds like you're not really getting any offers. I mean, I'm just going to keep hammering him with questions, because even though he's trying to get me to go see the property, like, I need some more information before I even commit to coming to this property. You stuck through, so I commend you. You're great at that, but I would just work on my tonality, work on having those questions quickly, so that you have them. Reds are trying to fill you out. They don't have time to waste, right? They're very to the point, and they want to know that you're really able to come through and that you're confident. So hopefully this was helpful for you. I always try to give advice and pointers to help. So take it that way. I appreciate you, Randy, and I wish you all of the best. I'm around if I can ever help in the future. All right, take care. Bye-bye.